everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Petra and today I'm gonna do a video on the new Kat Von D palette that's out there, and I decided I was going to do a Sinner and Saint look. This look is just using this side of the palette, and then here's the Saint side on over here, but I'm just gonna use this side on the look that I have on here. So with that, let's go ahead and get into the video. So the first shade that I'm gonna go into is Martyr, and it's just a soft brown transition shade that I'm gonna put into the crease there. Just gonna kind of blend that up and go a little higher with it than I normally do, just so it kind of peeks through the other shadows that I'm gonna lay underneath. Then I'm gonna go into the shade Devil, which is a nice warm orange shade, and I'm gonna put that just kind of right in the crease. I'm not going to blend up quite as high with that one, and then kind of take that down a little bit onto the lid as well, and then just blend those together, do the other eye, you know the game. Then I'm going to go into the shade Sabbath, which is the black shade of the palette. I'm going to go in with the Sigma, I think that is the E45 brush, and I'm just going to put that into the corner of my eye there, and then I will put that out in the outer corner as well. Then going to layer that up. I did notice that the shade I did have to layer a little bit more. I don't know, I feel like it's hard to get a nice solid black, but I just kind of used my E45, my Sigma E45 brush, and then connected the edges there in the crease. Then I'm going to go into the shade Relic, which is that really fun yellow shade, and that is just an e.l.f. shader brush that I have that I'm laying that down with, and that shade is amazing. Look at that. Whoa. Look at that gold. Oh my gosh, it is so pretty. I loved that shade. It's like a very yellow gold, and I didn't wet my brush or anything. The next shade that I'm going to go into is that Exodus shade, which I thought was actually really nice, and I don't know what gave me the idea, but I thought it would be fun to kind of put that on top of the gold and then blend that into the black shade a little bit. It kind of gave the black a little bit of a greenish hue to it, which was really nice. I liked how that ended up looking. I know people are kind of frightened by that bright green shade. So I don't know. I had fun with that one. And then I'm just kind of blending out with I think that's a Japanesque brush. It's just a blending brush. Oh, and I'm showing you the shader brush again. I'm going underneath my eye there with that gold shade as well. And then just taking it up into the corner and then taking a little bit of the black. Then going in with a tattoo liner, the Kat Von D tattoo liner. I had got that as a little gift in my package when I ordered the palette, and I've never used it. Honestly, it's not my favorite eyeliner. I do not like the ones that are markers or like markers. Then I just added in a little bit of mascara and fake eyelashes, and that was it. So now I'm just going to throw on a lipstick and a little bit of blush so I can add a little bit more color back to my face. And yeah. Alright you guys, so this is the finished look for the Saint and Sinner palette by Kat Von D. This is the Sinner side. So I went in with ColourPop on the lips. This is from the Femme Rosa collection. It is called Darling. And then on the cheeks I went in also with the Femme Rosa palette here. It's the face palette called Her. And I just used this cheek shade right there. And then on the highlight, which is that like awesome green, oh my gosh, it is the Alchemist palette by Kat Von D, and it is this shade right here that I used. It is green emerald, which it's getting washed out quite a bit with my lights, but anyways, it is such a fun color. So that's it for this one, and let's get into the Saint look.
right, so first I'm going into that nice cream shade called Amen, and then I'm just going to take that and blend that all over the eye just to kind of set. I think I had down like the Too Faced primer, and it's a little sticky, so I just kind of like to set that with powder. Then I'm going in with my Morphe M433 brush into the shade Rosary, which is that lovely pinkish purple shade, and blending that into the crease and just building that up into the crease and going up just a little bit higher, blending that out with kind of my little no-name Coastal Scents brush there, just to kind of clean it up a little bit, the edges there. Then going into the shade Worship, again with my Morphe M433 brush, and kind of deepening up that shade in the crease a little bit. Kind of add a little bit of a two-tone pinkish purplish look there. Blend, blend, blend. That's how we do. Adding a little bit more in. And then going into the shade Chalice, that is that very cool taupish gray shade. I really like it. I just went in with my finger, but as you saw in the other look, those shades lay down really well with the brush. So I loved that. I don't know, I thought that looked really kind of cool with the purple. And then it wasn't enough, of course, so then I go in with just a flat shader brush and went into the shade Cathedral, which is that sparkly silver shade, and I just kind of had to top it off a little bit. I mustn't have liked the brush because I added a little bit more with my finger. So anyways, that is what I'm doing there. And just kind of adding that on both eyes, of course, and tapping that on, blending it out a little bit. You know, gotta keep on blending, always blending. It's just, you know, such a workout to do these eye shades. So for my under eye, I added the Rosary and the Worship shade there, which I almost have done already there, but just to let you know that's what I did, and I blended it out with my Sigma E45 brush. Then going in with the Kat Von D liner again and creating a wing. And then I added in some black liner underneath in my waterline and my tight line, and then lashes.
Alright you guys, so this is the finished eye look for the Saint side of the palette. So all I gotta do now is throw on a little bit of blush, highlight, and lipstick, and then we will call this good. So let me zoom you in a little bit to see the eyes. So that is what they look like. Okay, so for blush, I'm gonna go in with my Marc Jacobs. This is the Marc Jacobs blush in the shade Flesh and Fantasy, which I love this shade. I think it'll be a nice, good neutral shade to go with my look here. I don't want to go too crazy since this is the Saint side. So just put a little touch of that. And then for highlight, I'm going to go in again with the Kat Von D. This is the Alchemist palette. I'm going to go in with that purple shade right here in the middle. This palette, I'm so glad I picked this up. I just picked this up not too long ago. Oh, whoa, that's pretty pinky, purplishly looking, which I thought would be good for my eye look here. And the Cupid's bow. Okay. All right, and then for lips, I'm going to line my lips with this Rimmel pencil in Natural. That's that. And then I'm gonna fill in my lips with this shade Peachy by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I love this. It's such a great neutral shade. Then I think that's looking a little too peach, so I think I'm gonna go in with this Dead Roses shade here, also by Anastasia. I'm just gonna kind of pop that over the top a little bit. It's a little bit more purple, so I feel like it'll make it a little more pinkish. That is it. This is the finished look using the Saint side of the Kat Von D Center and Saint palette. So I hope you guys had a really good time watching. I hope you enjoyed these looks that I put together for you, and I hope to see you guys in the next video. Bye!